first time what's it called? Like, I hit 2 bells already, so I was, like, close to the end, and then I backed up into one. Stupid, but, like, understandable. Last time, or the second time, I guess, I made it through the entire thing without losing a single life. Then I thought I could take a guaranteed hit path, because I got a little cocky and I wanted to finish with extra time. So I took the guaranteed hit path, and somehow got disoriented and walked into 3 bells, promptly ending my run, and probably the worst fail that's ever happened in the history of this game. I wish I had a video of it. I don't know if I clipped it, maybe, but yeah, probably the worst fail that's ever happened in this game. I'm not even gonna lie, given my circumstances with 0 lives lost until the very end. But that's okay. You know, because at least I know I'm consistent now enough to, you know, make it to the ending. If you haven't played this before, I suggest giving it a shot for sure, though. It's fun. It takes a lot of learning. Like, I've played for about, I want to say, like, 3, yeah, I think 3, wait, 2 or 3, like, long sessions, like, actual sessions where, like, I had to learn stuff. And then, yeah, I think 3. I had, like, 3 long sessions, adding up to about 6 hours, probably. And then now I'm pretty much fully comfortable, like, with the layout of everything. But most of this is just, like, figuring out where to go and the tricks for doing the hard jumps. Because this game exists to be annoying, you know. Like most people do, I'm going to start with the green token. Because it's the, sorry, not the easiest, it's the hardest one. And, you should get it out of the way first because of how difficult it is. And it's this way. I guess this will serve as also kind of a guide for anyone who wants voice commentary. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you can try following where I go, but there's another guide out there by this other guy. He's like, it's a pretty, you know, he does guides on all the badges in this game. I have beef with his guide, though, low-key, because there are a couple sections where there's, like, a trap, and he just doesn't mention it and, like, jumps over it. And it PMO a little bit, because I noticed it. I noticed him jumping over. Oh, it's in the blue section. I'll show it in a bit. But he, like, jumped over it, and then I was like, wait a minute. There's a trap there, isn't there? And thank God I figured it out. Because if I didn't, I probably would have been pretty mad. But, yeah. This is the hardest jump, most people say. My keyboard just popped. Oh my gosh, my spacebar just popped out of the socket, and I put it back in. I pushed it back in, and then did the... That's crazy. I'm usually not so fortunate with that. But, today we are, I guess. Dude, it's the power of voice commentary. Anyways, we go the same way again for the blue token. And then the part that was blue, you'll see. It should be pretty clear that that's the way to the blue one. I want to make a game like this. Not like the same thing, but like same idea. Like I want to do like the same, like no checkpoints, really unforgivingly long and difficult game. I think it would be funny. It'd be fun to build as well, so. I'm already working on a teamwork game, like a 8-player obby. But once I finish that, I'll start on something new. I'm not a huge game creator, but I like messing around with like ideas. This, you have to walk like that. I'm pretty sure you can fall through there, but I don't know. I haven't stuck around to find out, honestly. That, you have to jump on that corner. And then you have to go back. This, you fall through. And remember, jump on that corner. The guide doesn't say anything about landing on that corner. So, I ended up falling through it and getting really mad. Because I didn't know you had to go to the one corner. Once again, guide not really explaining, but you know, it's okay. You can't really blame him. I mean, you can blame him though. That's the thing. He has to face that way now for the other two colors. Unlike the first ones. So now this is gonna be closed and this is gonna be open. And purple and red are this way. Red is the only one where you can't die on, I'm pretty sure. So that's why you'd save it for last. Purple, you just gotta get in here. There we go. And jump over these darker parts. Once again, I don't think the guide mentions them. I don't remember. But just make sure you do that. Line up all these jumps sideways. It definitely helps. You get a lot more distance. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Because I've done it straight on accident and I'm like, dude, I was really close to missing that. This one's not too bad. Just kind of stay close to where it turns. So you can get in before it turns. It looks like when you're doing it for the first time, it feels a lot scarier than it actually is. And then turn this that way again. But it is consistent. I don't think I've never failed that section yet. So, well, hopefully not yet. I'll never fail that section, but I've never failed that section and hopefully I don't. But yeah. Now, for this next part, you go like this. Yeah, and then this opens up, I remember. And there's a red room here. Okay, cool. And now this is a maze. Honestly, just watch where I go. I don't know if I'm going to get it first try, honestly. But it's kind of tricky. And there's a tight timer. So, if I get it... No, I missed it. But, low-key, you just kind of got to know where to... Oh, wait, I got it first try. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm probably not a very reliable guide because I took a couple wrong turns, but it's not too hard, to be honest. And then the other time you go this way, literally just follow the most basic path possible, and then you get in this windy part. And this one's not timed, I don't think. So now this should be facing back towards where the green path is. You'll have all 4 tokens, which means you're on the final stretch. Few tips. Actually, I'll give the tips while he's giving his speech. This part, getting there is quite a long walk, and you will see that, actually. But it's a neat little puzzle. Nothing too tricky, though. And yes, you do have to do the wraparound again. But with a lot more nerves this time because you have all 4 tokens. Now, this guy, you only hit once. And this is now going to be a long hallway. Okay, so the truss is that way, but you need to go this way and hit a little silly string again to make the truss appear. My second time getting this far, I did not know that. So you can imagine my reaction when I walked all the way through the extremely long spiral just to realize that I went the wrong way. Yeah, so you'll come from there, go down there, and then hit the thing and go down this way. And this hallway literally just wraps around. Yeah, okay, I guess I can explain some stuff here. So, the final stretch is an extremely dark section, and it's timed. And you have to pretty much navigate your way through a maze with a bunch of bells. And the bells' hitboxes are massive compared to how big they are. So if you touch them, they take a life off. You only have 3 lives, and so if you hit 3 bells, you die pretty much. And they're very obvious when you hit them. They emit a very blinding white light and make a very loud noise. And they disorient you. That's another fun thing. So if you do hit one and you scramble, you will probably run into another one. So just, if you hit one, be very careful. And a little tip for this finale, I'd recommend turning your brightness up as high as it can go. You'll have a lot better odds being able to see, you know. It's very helpful. Anyways, if you walk straight, a door will be in front of you. I don't know if it's possible to walk off that path if there is a way, but I'd recommend not finding out. Okay, don't click the rock. In the first section, it's a cutscene skip. It is not in this one. So what I'm gonna do now is turn off full screen, make my game sideways, like so. It's gonna be a little scrunched on the side, and that's because I'm gonna have a map up. So yeah, I literally the right side of my screen has a map of where the bells are, and then also I'm going to go to settings and turn my brightness all the way up. Now usually I up the gamma in my videos because I keep my brightness down pretty low, but you'll probably be able to see pretty well anyways. You might see the difference. I don't know if you will, but I turn the brightness all the way up, and it's usually all the way down. So we're now on the final stretch. You'll see how it is, I guess. Hello, brief intermission here. Disclaimer that the run you're about to see is not the run that the rest of the video is. Low-key, I died at the very end, and I didn't feel like re-talking through the entire game, so I just spliced the first clip with a run later in the session. And also, the other voice you're hearing is my sister, who was watching during the winning run. Oh, yes. Okay, thanks. That's all. Enjoy the video. Are you f***ing joking? No, I ran out of time. If I f***ing fail this again, so help me God. Positive attitude is the way to go.
We've got this. Alright, okay.
What?
Nice. Well, that saved a lot of time.
Yeah, we're not messing around today. Beautiful timing. Now I feel like I can afford to go my regular pace with how much time I just saved, right?
No.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, yes, but why is yours good?
Cause oh my god, dude, I don't know. Cause I'm like nervous as shit.
Just be nonchalant with it, you know?
It's not as easy as it sounds.
Just be
Okay.
nonchalant with it.
No. That jump scares me every single time.
That was really nonchalant of you.
Thanks.
Of course.
Should I try going straight here?
I definitely think you can. Unless they're off-centered, though.
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how off-centered they are.
Yeah, well, that's, you know.
I was really close to that one. Did that show 1240? Holy shit! That's gotta be a record or something. That's gotta be a record. I made it before 1. I had 2 whole minutes left. Oh my god, it's over, bro. Yes! There's my celebration. Should I celebrate again? Yes!
Yeah.
This is my first time beating it. But I made a guide. I'm just built different. There, I just ruined the whole video and
Yeah.
was corny about it.
Okay.
I don't care. I did it. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. That's so fucking horrendous. I've speed ran the ending though. That was crazy. That's got to be like a record.
On purpose. That's a funny part.
That's got to be like a record. Oh my god, it's over. Halfway done. I'm halfway done. Yes. No, I don't care. That counts. Oh my god, let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. Sit down! So you may be wondering what I meant by halfway done. Well, yeah, that was only like the first half. Technically, this last part, at least for me, was a lot easier. I'll have a little bit of voiceover for this section, so it's not completely boring. But basically, this whole last section is a mini game where you're in a store and you have to pick out the boxes that say Munchie. When all of them say Crunchy. As you can probably tell, it's a very, very tedious task. And it's pretty brutal. And if you bump in, so there's like the easiest way to explain this is you have 3 lives, similar to the bells thing, and every time you touch one of the customers, you lose a life. Every time the guy chasing you touches you, you lose a life. And every time you touch a crunchy, like if you click a crunchy, you lose a life. That's mainly not an issue. Though, yeah, the main problem is really just the customers, because they walk at random, and if one bumps into you, you just instantly lose a life. You'll see what that looks like, definitely, because I do survive most of this while only having 1 hit left. But yeah, no, it's a really tedious process, but it was a pretty fun game, pretty fun mini game, I think. It was more fun. I don't know if it was more fun than the actual game, but it took a lot less time, so I think I have a better opinion on it. Dude, it's late. I'm recording this. Well, I'm editing this at 12:30 on a school night, so I gotta get this done soon because I want to go to bed. So I gotta get up early. But yeah, no, it's really not that bad, to be honest. It's a fun little section. It's just really the more time you take, the better off you are, if that makes sense. Like the more time you dedicate to staying in clear aisles, the higher chance you'll have at just making it through. Honestly. Um what else can I do to help you guys? Oh, only 1 munchie can spawn per block. So you see the big gray things. So the aisles are in between blocks, if that makes sense. Each gray thing is a block, and 1 munchie can spawn on each one. So if you get a munchie on one side of it, then there is no munchie on the other side of it. So you'll see here, I just grab that munchie, and I don't look at the other side of it because there can't be a munchie on the other side if I got one there. If you follow that, it'll make this a lot easier. Employee pathing is not employee. Customer pathing is pretty random. It gets especially bad towards the end because a lot of the time they'll linger around the entrance and the checkout, which is kind of the most stressful spot to be. I think you'll see halfway through my run is when I check out more than half of the munchies, because I don't want to have to stand there at the very end and do all of it. It makes it a lot harder. So you might find more success in doing half the aisles, checking out some of them, and then getting the rest of them. That is what I did. And then a lot of times you'll see me thread the needle between some of these customers. One nice thing to note is their hitboxes are a lot smaller than you think. So you can pretty easily squeeze between them without bumping them. Yeah, so that's really helpful. As for exiting, make sure you check everything out and then grab the bag after you check everything out, because a little bag God, my bad. A little bag will pop up and you need to like pick it up to leave. And that's about it. This badge is really it's a really fun one, but it is definitely a grind and it takes a lot of work. It took me about 8 hours in total, I think. 6 hours main game, 2 hours this this section. It was a positive experience though. I'll do stuff like this again in the future probably. But that's all I have to say. If you stuck around this long, thank you. Your viewership doesn't really mean much to me because this is more of a channel to track my progress in video games, but uh also that means you like my videos, which is kind of weird. I didn't think people would actually watch my videos. But you know, props to you, I guess. You're pretty cool. Um anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Just let the rest of this recording play out as it goes, and thank you for watching. Thank you. Subscribe for more badges in the future. Should I put music or something? I'm gonna put like music. It's really, I don't want awkward silence. I'll find some neat music for you guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll find some copyright free. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. Alright, bye.